If you're at home in your bed, you won't fall down, but you won't get up either. Everyone will make a little surprised sound, like they just checked their mailbox and inside there was a letter from their friend. No one had any questions for Molly. She gave her paper to Mott and sat down. Ms. Rooney sobbed once. "I'll go," said Malik Boyd. He drew a cloud on one end of the chalkboard, and on the other end a flame. "You already know what's going to happen in November. The dream was very clear. There's going to be a flood, like the one in the Bible. We'll drown to death, which is supposed to be a pretty decent way to die, at least compared to all the other ways. And then we'll have to choose the cloud or the flame. My granddad died from liver failure last year. His car is still parked in our driveway. I worry all the time that it's going to be stolen. The doors are unlocked, but nobody takes it." Malik didn't wait for questions. He erased what he'd drawn on the board and handed his paper to Mott. It was her turn. She always preferred to go last. "What I Think Will Happen in November" by Mott Gable. I have asked myself 1,000 times. We all had the same dream, or close enough to the same, and we all know what the father said. The world will be over, forgotten. Or maybe it's better to say, never remembered again. My first memory is, I am sitting on a checkered blanket in the park. My mother is scooping potato salad onto my father's plate. He keeps telling her, "A little more, please." Soon there's more on his plate than there is in the bowl. She's trying not to laugh. He keeps telling her, "A little more, please. Just a little more and I'll be satisfied." Finally, she can't hold in the laughter. He says, "A little more." All of the potato salad is on his paper plate, and my mother is dying from laughter. Someone's blue Frisbee settles on our blanket. No one ever came to claim it, so I still have the Frisbee, and that's how I know my memory is true. Becoming a person doesn't happen to you all at once. It takes months, or maybe years to learn your name, and then you have to remember it every day. The world has to do the same thing. It's lucky that when we're asleep, when we've forgotten we're a world, Australia's awake to remember. They keep us alive. When November comes and the world is what it is, we'll all forget our names together. Our bodies will still exist, but we won't use them anymore. They'll use themselves. Nobody raised a hand, and no one asked. She set her paper with the others on her desk. She sat down and tidied the stack. It was quiet in the classroom. Attendance today was less than 3/4. The children looked to Ms. Rooney, who was sleeping, or pretending. Erica slapped herself on her own face. The children looked at their desks, most of which were badly vandalized, names scratched into their surfaces, wizards and unicorns drawn with permanent marker, wads of gum stuck there and dried. Erica's was clean. Mott said, "I guess that's enough for today. Remember, Monday is a book report. You're supposed to tell us about the best book that you've ever read and try to persuade us to read it. Your title should be, if you read just one thing before November, make it this. Use evidence from your book to support your ideas. Your report should be at least 1 typewritten page. If you write it by hand, make it 2. "Class dismissed," said Malik. "Use your time wisely. You don't have to leave if you feel safest here." About half the students stood, shouldered their backpacks, and shuffled out the door, mumbling goodbyes and invitations. The other half stayed where they were, played with phones, drew in notebooks, read comics, pushed earbuds in too deep, or hunched their shoulders and slumped in their chairs. Erica was one of these. She had removed one of the Band-Aids on her knee too soon. She replaced it with a fresh one from her pocket. Mott and Malik were among those who left. First, Malik put an apple on their teacher's desk beside her sleeping head. "She doesn't deserve you," said Mott. "I feel bad for her. She told me her mother is dead." "She says that about everyone." Mott and Malik left together, because it was safer that way. The halls of the school were empty, apart from a cluster of students playing cards on the floor, and the girl who slept all day by her locker. Most classrooms were at least 2/3 full, but few students